First of all, we have the Four of Wands coming up. So with the Four of Wands, this talks about, well, it says that a good start has been made. We have a firm foundation. We've made a good start. Think about it. We have the Ace of Wands, which is the passion or the spark. The Two of Wands, the decision that we make. Then the Three of Wands, the action that we take towards completing that. So this is that first level where we've got initial amount of success. And it says, a great beginning has been made. You can pause for a moment and celebrate. And these two, they always look like, they've just got married. That's what they look like. This can indicate a marriage. It's a celebration of some kind, whether it's us celebrating, a new level that we've reached in our lives, or an actual celebration that we go to. This can be a wedding. This can be a commitment. Now, by this stage, we are fully committed to whatever it is that we are doing. So the Four of Wands can speak about if it's a relationship, that, the relationship increases in commitment. So we might now, if we've been dating, we become serious. If we've been going steady for a while, do people even still say that? But you know what I mean. They could move in together, get engaged, get married. It's a leveling up, a higher level of commitment to that person. This could be some kind of event that you're organizing. Like I said, a celebration of some kind. Now, this can also indicate a house move or a new job. So it's usually a shift in the energy around us. A shift in the energy is something that we commit to, because obviously you buy a new house, you commit to that. Now, when I say shift in the energy, I say a house move, but that can even be like redecorating your house. I don't know why that would be coming up as an underlying energy unless it's a huge job. But there is a shift in the energy. Fours are very stable though. You've hit that kind of level. It's time to celebrate where you are right now and commit anew to this task that you're on. And why not? Because you have the Six of Wands coming up at the heart of your reading. Now, the heart of the reading is usually like what we're kind of focused on, or what's kind of going on, like what everything revolves around. Six of Wands is a card of success. It's one of the victory cards. This is recognition for work that you've put in. Like I would say that this guy, he's a returning hero. He's done something noteworthy. That's why these parades are out. These people are out to celebrate his return, and he has that victory wreath there. So he's won something. The Six of Wands, it can be when we're recognized for work that we've put in. So maybe you've started a new job and you want to be recognized for it. For others of you, if this is relationship, this can be like you've committed to that and you want to be recognized for it. That sounds strange, right? But a victory within a relationship, whatever that victory means to you, but you might have proposed to someone and they said yes. That's a victory, right? So it can be that. Now, if you're not moved, you've not changed jobs, the Four of Wands can be like hobbies, energy, anything that we do. I say sometimes with the Four of Wands, it's a group that we change around us, that it encourages our creativity, our passion. And you might be going for success. Like for some of you, I've seen this for a few of you. If you're like a musician or an artist, anything creative that you do, you could begin to start seeing recognition, or, that's what you're going for now. Like you're ready for that recognition. You've been putting in the work for a while, and that recognition is something that you're going for right now. Okay. So it's been a bit of a long road getting here, because you have this in the past, the Lovers. So for those of you that this is not a love message, this is going to be a head or heart decision that you had to make. Some of you may have had to, you've had a dilemma. Do I change jobs? Do I move house? Do you whatever that Four of Wands represents for you, this was a decision that you had to make, and it took some deliberation. Now, the thing with this card is, you see this couple here, and I always say this, whenever there's naked people in the tarot, that to me signifies someone who says, this is who I truly am. So if you had to make a decision, you might have decided that, you're sick of the corporate life and now you want to go and do something that expresses your creativity. Or in a relationship, you had to bare your soul, show who you truly are. These two people, they stand naked before each other saying, this is who I am. And you are very vulnerable when you're standing naked in front of someone and saying, warts and all, this is who I am. But that union is blessed by an angel. So some of you may have met someone. There may have been a decision made within a relationship, but that's a past energy that's coming up. And like I said, this is the card for Geminis. This is your card. Where is that led? Where is that decision led? To a lot of hard work. The Lovers, that could mean someone else made a decision. Remember, it's a general reading, so the energies play out both ways. I'm saying them for you because it's your reading that I'm doing. But if there's someone really kind of involved in your story right now, that could be their energy. So maybe someone else made a decision. It's not, I don't see the Lovers ever, I don't believe in good or bad anyway. I don't believe in polarity, but with this card, this is something I usually find that this is someone who chooses what they love. They chooses what they love. I mean, otherwise we'd have the Two of Swords if they didn't want to choose, or the Two of Wands for what action to take. This is head or heart, like really figuring out what it is, what you think you should do over what you feel you should do, what your heart desires that you should do. Now, that's not been easy. The result of that has been a lot of hard work. We have the Nine of Wands here. This is a kind of defensive energy, but if you look at him, he looks rather fierce. I love this guy. But he's defending this Gate of Wands. And he's standing there strong. But he's been there a while. Now, in the traditional Rider-Waite or, in other decks, this soldier, this warrior, he's usually battered and bruised and bandaged up because, he's been through it. It's almost as if he's saying, like, when's the next shift coming in? I've been here forever. But the thing is, he's not ready to give up. This is when he digs deep. He digs deep. And he's ready to commit. Like, think about it. We have the commitment card above it. So for some of you, you're not ready to give up. You're recommitting. It's not been easy. Like, nothing here is saying that it's been easy. If you're working towards something, if this is a relationship, whether it's a job, a project, a hobby, a creative venture, whatever it is, Nine of Wands says it's not been easy. There's an example that I give for this, and it's something that I learned very early on when I was learning the tarot. And someone once said to me, I think I read it in a book, or someone said it to me, when it's as if you're going up a flight of stairs and you only have like a little torch in your hand and you can only see 2 steps ahead of you. You've been going up those stairs forever and you don't know like where the top of the steps are. And you think, I'm just going to turn around. I'm going to go back. Like, this is never going to end. But what you can't see, because only 2 steps ahead of you are lit up, is that 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps ahead is the top. It's your goal. And it's a 9. 10s are the completions of cycle. You're almost there. You're almost there. Why would you give up now? For some of you, you're close to the recognition that you want, the success that you want, be that in a relationship, be that in a job, or, or some project that you're working on. But, where does that lead? Well, we have the 7 of Pentacles coming up as a future energy. So this is where I feel, yes, that's a lot of work. The 9 of Wands is a lot of work that's been put in, a lot has been done. You've gone through a lot. Wands are our creativity, our passions, the energy that we put out into the world. Pentacles is more grounded, right? And it's slower energy. So I think with the 7 of Pentacles, now this is saying you will get the rewards for the work that you put in, but it's a card of patience. Both of these cards require patience. Well, all 3 of these actually, the bottom row. We have this guy who, actually I should maybe do them the way they were in front of me. Yeah. Were they that way? Okay. I'm getting all confused here. Okay, so we have this guy first. Exhausted, but he's hanging in there. This digging deep, giving it everything that he's got. And then we have this in the future. Now, this is where you're going to start questioning, where is it worth it? All the effort that I'm putting in, is it worth it? Yes, it is. Because you're going to get a success out of it. You're going to get recognition out of it. It's not real doubt. I mean, I'm not seeing 8 of Swords. I'm not seeing 9 of Swords. So it's not that kind of very cerebral, stuck in your head, oh my God, I'm going nuts kind of energy. This is more, where's my rewards? I've been kind of, look at him. He's plowing the garden. He's planting the seeds. He's making sure everything's growing. And he's like, what's going on? So there's a sense of frustration. But the card does promise that, the rewards will come in, once, you'll see them. You'll start to see the rewards. It's like this. Like, I was saying that the first level's been reached. The good start's been made. And that can kind of spur us on and we think we want more. With this is the gardener. He has to make sure the garden's weeded, it's watered, everything's done. And he doesn't always see results. Like, it takes a while for that plant to grow. And then we have, as your advice or your crowning energy, we have the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man, this is another card of being stuck in limbo, but it's telling you there's a change in perspective needed here. Think about this guy. Like, this is a very deliberate pose. No one's kind of strung him up here. He's gone there himself. I always see it like there's yogis that go off into the jungle to get some kind of enlightenment. So with this guy, he's here. But why? Why is he hanging upside down? Because he sees the world from a different perspective from that level. And the Hanged Man says things are about to get moving very soon after this. They're going to get moving. There's some news that you're waiting for. This can sometimes indicate a sacrifice. I mean, think about it. He sacrificed, time, energy, whatever else by hanging upside down from a tree. But whatever it is that, that you're waiting for, it feels like it's this decision. So this makes me wonder now, Are you rethinking a decision that you made in the past? Are you still waiting for someone to give you that decision? Is that what this is showing? And that decision finally comes in. I mean, maybe this decision wasn't made. It was someone else that was meant to make this decision. That's what you've been hanging in there for. You're not ready to give up. You're still waiting for that person to do it. And you're putting in effort. You're putting in the effort required. But that's why you're still waiting in limbo. Now, I do feel that with this coming up as the advice, is because this is it's telling you, be patient. Things are going to get moving very soon. So I do feel like that decision, if there's been a decision that's been outstanding, it feels like that comes in now. And that's what, then you kind of feel like, yeah, that's what this is worth. That's my rewards that I'm working towards. Because this guy, the card after the 7 of Pentacles is the 8 of Pentacles, where you don't mind putting in the effort. You don't mind putting in the work because you're going to get what you want. But at the 7, it's like, I've put in so much effort, so much work. Why am I not getting this? Like, where are my rewards? Hangman tells you they're coming. Your rewards are coming. All right, so let's have a look at your oracle cards and see, what further messages we can get out this reading with the oracle cards. First 2 are going to be more romance, love based. And then the next 2 are kind of more general. Okay. It's a strong garden theme with you, Geminis. We have attraction. You can see her smelling a rose there. And the card says, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So this is about her. She, even when things are tough, when you're kind of defensive and you're still defending that fence and you're still waiting for that answer, or, you're still trying to make up your mind and decide what you want to do. Works both ways, right? It's telling you, God, I've gotten all Ferris Bueller there for a moment. Like, you stop and smell the roses every once in a while. Because that's going to help, ground you, keep you in the present. You become mindful of where you are, and it will shift your energy. And by shifting your energy, you become a magnet. You will attract what you want to attract. So it's like, stop and appreciate the little things. Because, these kind of energies, they can be frustrating. There's nothing bad about them. They're not blockages. They're not saying it's not going to happen. It's just there's a delay in this. And because there was that choice that's coming up in the past, I feel it's based off of that. But you're headed in the right direction. You started off your reading with the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. Those are great energies, Wands energy. Okay, this is interesting, especially with that lovers in the past. It says, back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. And there you go. I don't know if you can... This is probably a waste of time showing this. It's probably a blur of colours to you guys. But look, is there a decision that you made in the past that you regret? Is there someone from the past that you want back and you realise that, that's who you really love? Or could someone be doing that with you? But with this back to what you love card, it's kind of reevaluating. There may have been a decision that was made in the past and now you're deciding differently. With that kind of 4 of Wands, that's not a bad commitment. That's not like committing to something and then like ruining it and thinking, oh my God, I didn't really want that. It's more this. I think it's more, there's a pause here. There is a pause here. And I think this is to get you to understand how much you truly love what you're doing, or, what your heart's desire truly is. I always say, whenever there's like this guy, he's not going to just defend that gate for nothing. Like, he knows what he's defending. He knows what these are worth for him. He knows the effort that he's put in and what it's been there for. And if he's kind of stopped there, he's aware of every moment what he's doing it for. So maybe that's what it's telling you, that, back to what you love. What is it that you love? Or who is it that you love even? And I feel it connects back to that Lovers card in the past. Okay, right. So we have 2 cards here. This one is exactly the same. Happy is exactly the same as attraction. Exactly the same. Happy talks about being happy in the present moment. That's what attraction talks about. It's about, no matter what's happening, we can find, you know what? I'm one of those people, I don't like that. If I'm kind of having a down day, someone's like, oh, you should be grateful for this. It can be difficult, right? But happy asks you to understand that, the grass is not greener elsewhere. It's green where you are right now. That, enjoy where you are right now, because that helps shift your energy. That's the only reason someone tells you to do it, or that I would tell someone to do it, is that if you want to attract something, you can have your dreams. Everyone should have a dream. Everyone should have a goal. But no matter what your dreams or your goals are, to attract them to you, you have to resonate with that vibration. You have to be at that energetic level to get what you want, right? So that's what cards like attraction and happy remind us, that if we can shift our attention. Now, for some of you, it's not going to be as simple as smelling a rose, especially if some difficult stuff's happened. It's not going to be as easy as that. But whatever it is, everyone has something different. Take the dog for a walk, or, connect with a friend, call someone up, like whatever it is that will shift your energy, do that. Because it does feel like you're bringing something in. It's kind of slow. And that's when you're going to be tested. Like, and I'm not saying the universe is testing you. I don't like this whole thing of karma being reward and punishment. I don't like that. But with the Seven of Pentacles, it's your work that you're putting in. The rewards are coming. Pentacles are slow energy. It's a slow build. And you guys like things fast. I mean, the only readings that people ever complain that I go on too long are Gemini's readings, always, every time. The only time I ever get those comments is, that hurry up. And your guys' readings are usually the shortest readings that I do. So anyway, the other card that I pulled was not for you. Not for you. There's a fortune cookie there. I don't know if you can see it. It's on a chess table, which is interesting. Chessboard, sorry. Interestingly enough, but this is not for you. So if that's back to what you love, was there a decision made here and you kind of didn't want something and you decided it was not for you and now you're reevaluating? Or you decided something was for you and now you're deciding it's not for you? That's a very kind of interesting card to get. It's about knowing what's not for you and letting it go. Now, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be a person before people start freaking out. This is a general reading. So it can be that you decide this way of life isn't for you. Defending that gate is not for you. Looking after the garden without any rewards is not for you. And don't forget the Hanged Man. It's a card of sacrifice. Some of you may have to sacrifice something to get what you want. And that's not a bad thing. Like, we're not talking like give up your free will or give up your job or anything like that. But, there's something that you might have to sacrifice. Some of you may, if you want like a healthier lifestyle, right? You might have to give up smoking. So not for you is deciding what's not for you, knowing that it serves you to let it go. Just let it go and that you'll get something better in its place. Maybe that's the change of perspective that's needed here.